An eventful week in special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation capped off Friday with court filings involving two of President Trump's closest campaign allies. In a heavily redacted filing, prosecutors said former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort broke his plea deal by telling, quote, multiple discernible lies to investigators. According to the court papers, Manafort lied about his contacts with Konstantin Kilimnik, an aide with alleged ties to Russian intelligence.
Prosecutors also say Manafort did not tell the truth when he said he had not been in contact with Trump administration officials after the inauguration. The Manafort filing came 3 days after Mueller recommended no jail time for the president's former national security advisor Michael Flynn. And on the same day, federal prosecutors in New York said the president's former lawyer should go to jail. Paula Reed has that part of the story.
What do you think is going to happen today?
Michael Cohen was spotted in New York shortly before federal prosecutors told a judge he deserves a substantial prison term. In a case involving campaign finance violations, prosecutors did not advocate for leniency because they allege Cohen's crimes reveal a man who knowingly sought to undermine core institutions of our democracy in order to profit personally. The president's former personal attorney had also been cooperating in special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election. In a separate memo to the judge, lawyers from the special counsel's office say Cohen met with them 7 times and provided useful information about discrete Russia-related matters core to its investigation. They also reveal Russia reached out to the Trump campaign as early as November 2015, offering political synergy and proposing a meeting between candidate Trump and Vladimir Putin. In anticipation of the filings, President Trump on Twitter again called the special counsel investigation a total witch hunt. He vowed to release his own report to rebut Mueller's findings. For CBS This Morning Saturday, Paula Reed, Washington.
Seeking to distance himself from both filings, last night President Trump tweeted, "Totally clears the president. Thank you." To help make sense of these developments, we're joined by Jesse Weber. He's an attorney and anchor on the Law and Crime Network. Jesse, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, let's start with the president's tweet. Does this totally clear the president?
I would say no.
Yeah.
But let's just take a step back. Remember, whenever we talk about Cohen or Manafort, nobody cares about them, right? We all want to know how this relates to President Trump and, more importantly, the Russia probe. So I think we learned a lot of interesting things also in relation to this Flynn sentencing memo at the beginning of the week. So if we start off with Cohen, right, the first paragraph is he has overstated basically the value of his cooperation and the information that he has provided. And I have to tell you, I wasn't surprised by that. I think a lot of people expected that he was going to get the same kind of recommendation as Flynn, no prison time.
Yeah.
But what the Southern District said is, yes, we can't ignore the fact that he provided some valuable information to the special counsel's office, but he was incomplete. He is not a hero in this story.
Yep.
He only came forward because he knew he was going to be indicted, and that was a huge part to consider.
One of the things in those filings, though, was that the campaign finance reform, the campaign finance reform that he broke, the laws there that he broke, I can speak this morning, that it tied it to Trump, that Trump was the one who directed that. Why is that important?
That's important because Cohen, in his memo that he filed earlier, he said that Trump was involved. Now you see the Southern District saying that President Trump coordinated and oversaw those payments. Now, that doesn't mean that he necessarily will be found guilty of anything, because even if he knew about it, it's still a question of what was the purpose of the payment, and that becomes a separate question. But this is the first time that I saw in a memo that's actually tying him to this, and that was a big part to make there in terms of those campaign finance violations, because those payments, again, to Karen McDougal and Stormy Daniels, I can't believe I'm actually seeing this in these kinds of filings. It's the first time that we're seeing kind of Trump and Cohen tied together in a filing by the government.
And in terms of Manafort, one of the documents outlines where he lied. How big of a blow is this to the Mueller investigation since he was a key witness?
It's a blow, and I'll tell you why it's a blow. When you're Robert Mueller and you were building a case, a significant case like this, you were building it upon credible sources. And here he's saying he has lied about 5 key areas. Now, they're not directly related to President Trump and the 2016 election, but they may be. And the thing that caught my attention, it was the majority of the redactions were in relation to that Russian spy, Konstantin Kilimnik. And the question is, what is his tie? Why would Manafort make such an effort to protect him and not tell the truth? Because That's the question that I had. And you look at the other things that he may have lied about, and the idea is if he lied about this, what else do they have to question? Because we're looking at everything that they said he lied about, but what about the value of the information that he did provide? The Trump Tower meeting, I didn't see anything in it about that.
Right. All right. Jesse Weber, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.